welcome. This is Natalia Kuna. I give intuitive guidance in the form of personal readings, which you can see on my website store, and I also give general guidance to the public on YouTube as well as in my newsletter Awakening Spirit. This includes monthly intuitive observations, at times astrology, and also a yearly forecast I do, which is a kind of spiritual energy report for the year. I also use oracle cards as well as my own intuition. So all the links are below, and my website is nataliakuna.com. So for this video, I am sharing with you the Chinese astrological animal for 2014 and what this means for us all, and no matter what astrological sign or animal you are. So it's a general message for all. It's really about the energy for this year. And I also am making another video about the numerology for this year because it adds up to the number 7. So take a look at that as well. So 2014 is a very inwards year with a lot of spiritual self-development. There's times when you'll need to take it slow, absorb and pause, and other times where you'll fly ahead, much like the animal for this year. So I want to first explain about Chinese astrology, and then I'll go into detail about the animal for this year. So Chinese astrology is created using the Chinese lunar calendar, which actually dates from 2637 BC. It's formulated by 5 cycles of 12 years each, so that's 60 years altogether, and incorporates 12 sacred animals and the 5 elements. In legend, it is said that these animals were chosen or honoured by Buddha. Depending what year you were born, you take on the various traits or aspects of that particular animal. They say that this is the animal that hides in your heart. That just sent shivers of vibration in my heart reading that. So it's something that's really personal for you and inside of yourself. It reflects your personality and your essence. So it's definitely worth reading more about your individual animal sign. Each animal contains attributes that can govern, influence, or affect our lives and personalities, much like other forms of astrology with the planets. Okay, so on top of this, every year has its own animal signature of what people can expect to happen universally. So any babies that are born this year will be the animal for this year, but also we can, the energy of that animal influences us, all of us, during the year. So so what to look forward to or watch out for, as there is a balance between yin and yang, the positive and negative. So this zodiac is said to have profound influence over not only people's personalities but also their lives in general. And as a spiritual worker or an intuitive reader, it's amazing how much, and also as a sensitive person, meaning that I easily absorb other people's energy, and there are many of us out there where this happens, but it's not only other people's energy, but it's also world energy and events that are happening. And then we have the astrological influences of the planets and the moon, and it goes on and on. So adding to this the animal energy, you can just see how much is impacting us on a daily level. And when we learn about these things, and take it one step at a time, then we really discover more about ourselves and in relation to the world and other people. And sometimes when energies are really intense or strong and you don't know what's happening, it's great to understand that there's other things outside of us going on. Okay, so for the new, for this year, the astrological Chinese sign is the horse, with the element of wood. And I didn't have any horse pictures, so I've popped up these unicorn cards, but actually they're quite reflective of this year as well. And the wood association colour is green. So wood is an element that is essential for the creation of fire, and fire relates to passion and action, which for a lot of people is actually activating this year as well. So if the animal that you are personally is a fire element, it will be a particularly good year for you. So you'll need to look that up yourself. Just Google Chinese astrology signs or something like that. The horse is a kind, gentle, yet wild, energetic, masculine animal with the honourable attributes of courage, heroism, strength, power, assertiveness and commitment. It is intelligent and able. It is related to class, leadership, charm and nobility. It also represents speed, solid determination and endurance. The horse aspires to be free, independent and find vitality and true happiness that is aligned with the soul and its vibrant spirit. This speaks to our hearts so much. Those words should speak to you personally. I'm sure that that your spiritual self has wanted to be a bit more free. So a lot of us can really relate and resonate with horses in general as a beautiful creature, as well as the energy. 2014 is a year to make your mark and make a difference as an individual. It is a great year for successful business ventures and enterprises, career developments, travel, movement and adventure. Again, the movement, such as this horse is representing here. Now, this could be a lucky year of things happening fast for you. It's like a kind of quickening of energy where things feel like they're speeding along. You might have some speedy victories, changes, and sudden experiences or opportunities popping up, including surprising adventures or journeys. Act fast as the energy is very high indeed. So the idea is to go with the flow, pause when you need to and take time for yourself, but gallop ahead with a willful attitude when you know what it is you're doing and the action steps that you do want to take. Take a moment now and visualize yourself as a horse. So if you were a horse, just imagine the following things. How do you as a horse appear? So what is your color? Are you well groomed and tamed, or are you more wild and carefree? Are you shy, or are you assertive? Knowing which direction to go, or a lost vagabond wandering soul? How is your spirit, your mood and your emotions? Are you happy? Are you moving, or are you trapped? How fast or how slow? So there's lots of things to picture there. So perhaps after the video you could spend some quiet time really reflecting on that. And I'm asking the angels to come through now, and also the unicorn energy, to help you yourself receive messages through the horse energy. So also visualize yourself after that in an ideal state. So after the first visualization of yourself as a horse, now picture yourself ideally as free, spirited, perceptive, a solid stallion that is taking its own lead and knows exactly which way it's going. It's creating its own path and following the spark of its innate intuition. See where this journey takes you. This year we'll see some bold leaders stepping forward. So run wild with the changes and step into your pure essence of confidence, commitment, boldness, and persevere ahead by forward planning, taking action, joining the race, seizing the moment, and staying alert and focused. This is a good year for working on yourself and your goals by staying focused and committed. You can create change and solutions also through diet, exercise, and any other goals that you may have for your private and work life, through a solid focus and determination. So just think of a horse like in a race, with those little side flaps they have on their eyes, so that they can focus on the path ahead. So that's what's coming to me now. Think carefully, so don't be rash or hasty, so don't run ahead foolishly. Let your own horse's wisdom guide you. Horses are amazingly perceptive, intuitive creatures. So the formula for you this year is commitment plus focus plus careful planning plus action and effort equals success. Even if this is just personal self-success, whatever that means for you. So perhaps you want to write that down, that little formula, and look at it often to remind you. So for 2014, gallop ahead, set yourself free, and take a giant, valiant leap of faith. Amen to that.